Hello, everyone, and welcome. If folks could take a seat, thank you so much for making it all the way down to City Hall. So excited and grateful to be here celebrating our incredible care teams, our clinicians, our EMTs, our paramedics, and our CIT CPD officers, here to thank those who've been making the pilot possible over the last couple of years and welcome all of our new staff. And just really grateful for this opportunity and to see all of you here. So with that, I'm going to introduce a huge champion for this work, Mayor Brandon Johnson.
Thank you so much, and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Allie, for your leadership and your bravery over the course of these last 15 months, bringing this process together. I'm grateful that we are joined by our alder of the 33rd Ward, Rosana Rodriguez Sanchez is here. And then our Commissioner of the Fire Department, Commissioner Nance Holt. Thank you for being here. You know, this is a real transformational moment for our city, and I'm really thrilled to celebrate with all of you. This is the moment when Chicago starts to heal. We heal from the mental health challenges that we've experienced, but we are healing from those challenges and we are not criminalizing them. And that's the part that we're celebrating. I promised Chicago that this administration would prioritize mental health and that we will prioritize it for the communities that we serve, our residents. And part of that work, in order for us to bring about this transformation, was about transitioning away from a police response to a public health response for mental health crises. Delivering this promise would not have been possible without everyone in this room. And I'm grateful for our deputy mayors, Chen Johnson and Gary and Gatewood, for your leadership as well. I am proud that Chicago joins a growing movement in this nation that is demonstrating what it means to work together and deliver innovative, compassionate services that remember and center our humanity. And most importantly, these are services that our residents need after having been denied and disinvested in through public health for way too long. And through this model, we ensure that our residents get the appropriate and effective care that they need in their most vulnerable moments. And we achieve real long-term community safety for our entire city. This program is about preventing trauma, de-escalating potentially dangerous situations, and breaking a cycle that often leads people with mental health challenges into the criminal justice system. With CARE, we look forward to a healthier, more resilient city where people are met with the care and services that they deserve, where mental health is truly public health. This progress did not happen overnight, but we've committed ourselves to knowing that Chicagoans have been calling for an alternate response program for years. We stand here today in celebration because of our collaboration and shared vision for a brighter future. I want to thank the leaders, the advocates, and community members who have never stopped demanding better from the city of Chicago, including, again, Alder Rosana Rodriguez Sanchez. Her partnership has been so integral in transforming this city. And of course, her sponsorship and leadership of today's event and her unwavering commitment to the people of Chicago is one to be matched by others. Her love for humanity is one that I appreciate profoundly. I want to thank again the Chicago police officers and the Chicago Fire Department paramedics for their roles in piloting our alternate response program. Thank you for your work as you continue to serve and protect the people of this great city. So, of course, the CPD and CFD leadership, again, to our CFD Commissioner, Annette Nance-Holt, Superintendent Larry Snelling, former CPD CIT Coordinator, Lieutenant Schuler, current CIT Coordinator, Lieutenant Anderson, CPD Sergeant Estrada, and CPD Sergeant Uribe. Thank you all for your willingness to adapt and lead during this very important, critical time in our city's history. OEMC also deserves our deep appreciation and gratitude for their continued leadership on the CARE program and for the expanded roles that they have taken throughout this entire work and this journey. So to our OMC Executive Director, Jose Terraro, the Chief of Staff, Anna Statham, Deputy Director of 911 Operations, Carla Orlandini, and Assistant Director of Operations, Marion McKeever. Can you give them all a round of applause in their absence? Our 911 call takers who, of course, do the difficult work of being the first people to connect individuals who are experiencing those crises. They have learned how to improve triage and send new resources as a part of this critical work. Finally, I want to acknowledge and thank the work of our CDPH, who are diligently taking on added responsibility. But this expanded role, leading our city with compassion, health-centered response to mental health crises. And so to our wonderful CDPH Commissioner, Dr. Simbo Ige, I want to recognize your leadership and thank you for your bravery. When Dr. Ige took this job, this is exactly what she had in mind. Our Deputy Commissioner of Behavioral Health, Matt Richards. Deputy Commissioner, I'm going to get all their names, we clap at once. Deputy Commissioner of Mental Health, Alicia Warren. Senior Director of Crisis Service, Tiffany Patton Burnside. And of course, all of our crisis clinicians who provide incredible care. Let's give them all a round of applause. So without further ado, I've been up here too long. I'm grateful that everyone has continued to show their support, as well as demonstrating what it means to really collaborate. This work to expand mental health care access throughout the city could not have been done without the collective response in this room. And so today is a victory. Make no mistake about it. The city of Chicago continues to win. We're not just taking a victory lap, though, because there's more work to be done. More work to be done to build a truly better, stronger, safer Chicago. But I'm so grateful that we get to do it with the incredible, brave people that are here today. And with that, without further ado, please welcome the CDPH Commissioner, Dr. Ige.
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you, everyone. So, bravery. I like to be authentic in my engagement. So forgive me, this is not scripted. A little part of me is anxious about stepping into the shoes of those who have gone before me, especially regarding this program. I haven't seen anything that has more visibility or interest, and everybody everywhere is looking to see how this works. So a part of me is nervous about, can we pull this off? So I want to first start by acknowledging those who have demonstrated that it is possible. It is possible to support those in crisis in a compassionate way. Today I stand before you because I have looked at the data, I looked at it back and forth. I talked to Commissioner Lansold. I said, am I biting off more than I can chew here? I went to talk to Jose Tirado. I said, Jose, are you sure we can pull this off? And that is because of the remarkable work that has already been done. Between 2021 and 2023, 1,500 plus people have been supported. It took the CIT team, the CFD team, and the CDPH team working together to demonstrate that it is possible to respond to these 1,500 people without one arrest, 0 arrest. Folks, that is the work that we're inheriting. That there were folks who will get a 911 call and be there within 15 minutes and respond. And I'll read some examples for you because I went to dig it up and it's like, okay, what am I signing up for here? This is the story of Mark. This is not the real name. An individual who was experiencing homelessness. This individual started a fire to try to keep warm. The fire got out of control, and the Chicago Fire Department was called. The care team tagged along as an assist. Mark was willing to speak with the care team and stated that he wanted help. After assessing Mark, the CFD team plus the care team transported the individual to a community crisis stabilization center. This individual got to its destination safely. We were able to establish rapport, and the individual got into a shelter. Fire was controlled, individual supported. Teamwork. That is one example. So when I say thank you to the CFD team, this is why I say thank you. Not just a perfunctory thank you, is that in real time, on behalf of Mark in the story, I'm saying thank you to you for helping not just to control a fire, but to help get this individual in crisis to safety. As a public servant to another public servant, I know that we're often called to do things that we're not funded for, to do much with little. And I know that that was the situation for many of us when we were asked to pilot this thing, and we piloted it regardless. And I know that we have on many different occasions received calls from the CIT team and called the CIT team when we have gone out and said, okay, this situation is a little murky, there is a weapon involved, and can you help us here? And you came and helped us. And there have been many times when you say, CDPH, we need your soft touch here to help calm down this individual. And we have ridden along with you, and we have been able to control the situation. 1,500 people. I cannot call every single name, but I'll tell you another example. So when we say thank you, it's from the real human beings, the people of Chicago, the Marks and the Lucys of this world that we have helped and supported and gotten to safety. And you give me the confidence now to say, yes, we can do this. CDPH can take on the baton and make sure that we keep this standard of 0 arrest, limited use of force, and still getting people to safety. And so that's why I'm grateful. I feel confident that if CFD and CIT and CDPH have laid the foundation, we can now take it over and build on that foundation. This is the story of another individual. The care team was called to respond to assist the police through a potential threatening suicide call. The police was called, they took us along. The team discovered that the individual called Louis was not suicidal, but needed help addressing domestic violence in their residence related to mental health concerns. The clinician on the team worked to connect Louis to outpatient mental health treatment that specializes in domestic violence. And there was regular follow-up with this individual. At approximately 30 days after the initial encounter, the clinician called Louis to check in, and Louis enrolled in outpatient therapy and separated from their partner and reported doing much better. A 911 call, the police was there, but discovered, this individual would do better with the mental health support. So we'll pass it on to you. And we took it on there. And what did that do? We took some work off the plate of the police so that we can all continue to do more with less. So I just want to say thank you for all the work that has done into creating this infrastructure that we're not going to step into. Because it's very easy for me now to say, yes, we can do this. So thank you to the CFD team, and thank you to the CIT team. Now, to the new folks who are joining us. We have a remarkable responsibility sitting on our shoulders. Everyone who joins the public health team is doing so because of their commitment to service. And that is what we promise the people of Chicago, a heart of compassion, a heart of service, and an understanding that mental health is complex. Sometimes we're helping people to fix their broken refrigerators. Sometimes we're helping people get food. Sometimes we're helping people get clothing. Many times it's not even therapy that we're providing. We do whatever it takes to make the individuals feel safe. That is what we are walking into. So to the care team who is taking on the baton, we want you to be ready to do whatever it takes to make our folks feel safe. You know, some people say protect and serve. We say serve and protect. And we want every individual to feel that arm, that hug, that warm wraparound support from CDPH. And that's what we promise you. So I thank everyone who has chosen to join us in this mission. Tiffany, Alicia, all of our new EMT, all of our care folks who have been out on the field learning the ropes and saying, yes, we will continue to do this. Our mental health clinician, I want you to know that I believe in you. I trust you. You have demonstrated compassion, and you have my 100% support. And we have the support of our leaders here, Chairwoman, John, Jen, and Mayor. So thank you, everybody, for this opportunity, and we will not disappoint you. Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm not sure we're calling anyone, but Gary.
Just a big thank you for everybody coming out here. We want to give a special thank you to Deputy Commissioner, the Fire Department, Mayor Sheridan, Chief Jonathan Zanes, and Assistant Commissioner Latrice Moore for the work that they've done hand in hand with everybody on this team here. So thank you, everybody, for coming. Please enjoy yourselves. Is that it? Perfect, thank you.
Amazing. So for those of you on van, as you saw, and so expertly parallel parked outside City Hall, we have care vans outside. Anyone's welcome to come take a look. They're beautiful. We're gonna go take some pictures with the mayor. So if on-van staff and on-van leadership could head down, we're gonna do 2 pictures, first with everyone and then just with the CDPH team. So you are all wonderful first responders who know how to move yourself quickly and orderly. So if we could head down to the first floor, we'll get those pictures done. Thank you.